My name is Clarence Okoh. I'm originally from Birmingham, Alabama, and I'm an Equal Justice Works Fellow with the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. There are no bounds to how big artificial intelligence is. This very video that you're watching right now is only being made possible by cameras, by computers. Once this video is on the internet, if they want to scrape our faces, enter it into a police database and sell it to law enforcement, what's stopping them? What's the law that regulates it? There is this myth that technology creates accurate and unbiased outcomes. But the truth is that racism in technology is alive, and it has a future. Algorithms and machine learning are weaved into the world around us, and they are being routinely weaponized against Black and brown people and other vulnerable communities. In jails, in courts, biased algorithms and pretrial risk assessments have shown wildly inaccurate predictions. This happened in Florida, where an in-depth investigation into machine learning revealed Black people accused of crimes were several times more likely to be misidentified as high risk. My Equal Justice Works Fellowship is focused on protecting Black communities from the growing threat of what we call algorithmic injustice. We develop legal and organizing strategies to protect Black communities who are the most vulnerable. We educate the public about the design and implementation of technology and how these tools can be built to oppress and ultimately deny Black people basic civil rights. I am deeply passionate about this work. When I investigate these injustices and the people that they hurt, I think about my own family in Alabama, where I grew up in a tight, loving Black family. And like most people in my community, my grandparents worked hard and had big dreams for their family. I watched as they grappled with the harsh realities of systemic racism and poverty in the Jim Crow South. But the oppressive systems they face haven't gone away. They've only evolved. There must come a reckoning between those who design and implement new technologies and the voices and experiences of the people I grew up with. We all need to understand how these technologies can expand the power of the state to police, surveil, and ultimately work to destabilize Black and brown communities. That's why I'm working hard to make sure our clients receive justice and have their voices heard, especially when it comes to how technology is being used against them. Black people in the South are familiar with the history of technology and racism. From racist redlining policies to medical innovations driven by appalling experiments on Black bodies. Today, we see local and state governments use risk assessment and machine learning technology in courts and jails. The thinking is it will make their jobs easier by making local budget cuts and moving people through the criminal legal system more quickly. But that thinking is flawed. Automated AI-powered tech expands injustice, and its highest costs are paid by Black and brown communities. Lawyers like me are working hard to defend low-income communities of color against these dangerous technologies. Tech culture embraces this idea of disruption, and that is exactly my aim, to disrupt the relationship between racism and technology. Ultimately, my work ensures that the public has a say in how technology is being used to shape their lives. This is not a privilege, it is a civil right. A right my grandfather and so many other Black people have been denied for generations. A right to live free from the exploitation of the state. I think of them as I work to build a more just future for all of us.